Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, my name is Mohammed Faisal. I am one of the examiners at Nafi. Today, the date is September 25th. The time is 2025. The time is 10:37 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We have with us Muhammad Huzaifa, who is going for his Diploma in Cloud Cybersecurity exam, EduQual Level 3, RQF Level 3. The topic you have today covers NIST Special Publication 834 and ISO 27032 for incident response and business continuity in energy systems on GCP and Azure. The topic focuses on integrating the NIST standard, the 834 contingency planning, and the ISO 27032 cybersecurity to build an incident response and business continuity framework for energy systems on Azure, GCP, and Azure. There are specific key learning objectives. You have to show the implementation of the special publication, how to use 27032, and what to configure on the cloud GCP, storage, Azure backup, and open source tools like Sukirata for real-time incident detection and response. The examination format is pretty straightforward. You will be given minimum 15, maximum up to 25 minutes for presenting your topic, followed by 30 to 40 minutes of Q&A. The whole exam will be wrapped up within 1 hour, sometimes 1.5 hours, depending on how the Q&A is going. Do you have any questions, Huzaifa, before we start?
No.
Can you please share your screen before I start the timer?
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible. Let me start the timer, please. Just wait for me.
Yeah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You may start the presentation now.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Huzaifa and I am currently pursuing Diploma in Cloud Cybersecurity in Al-Nafi. The topic of my presentation is NIST SP 834 and ISO 27032 for incident response and business continuity for energy systems on GCP and Azure. The overview of my presentation is I'm going to introduce importance of incident response and energy systems, overview of GCP and Azure environments, NIST SP 834 Contingency Planning Guide, ISO 27032 Cybersecurity Guidelines, Integration Approach, aligning NIST SP 834 with ISO 27032. Business continuity, cloud-based recovery strategies like GCP and Azure. So NIST SP 834 Contingency Planning Lifecycle. NIST Special Publication 834 outlines a 7-step lifecycle for business contingency planning, forming the bedrock effective incident response. Applying this framework to energy system demands a specific focus on the unique challenges of operational technology and industrial control systems. So the overview of 7-step is first step is for policy statement. Define commitment to contingency planning. The second step is business impact analysis. Identify mission essential functions and impacts. Preventive controls. Implement measures to reduce disruption likelihood. Recover strategies. Develop plans for system restoration. Contingency plan. Formalize procedures into a comprehensive document. Testing and training. Validate plan effectiveness and personnel readiness. Plan maintenance. Regularly review and update the plan. Step 1 is policy statement. Establish a formal policy which defines the organization's commitment to business contingency planning for all critical assets, including IT and OT. Key focus energy systems. Explicitly include SCADA system, PLCs, and physical grid infrastructure. Prioritize maintaining grid stability and safety above all else. Step 2 is business impact analysis. Identify mission essential function like power generation, transmission, distribution, and analyze outage impacts like public, environmental, and economic safety. So we have to focus on recovery time objectives, maximum tolerable downtime, near zero for critical energy services, and recovery point objectives, maximum tolerable data loss. Step 3 is identify preventive controls. Implement measures to reduce disruption likelihood, which encompasses both cyber and physical controls. Cyber control is network segmentation, IT to OT, multi-factor authentication for remote access, detecting suspicious activity for ICS protocols. Physical controls, extra power sources for backup generators to keep the system running in emergency. And security measures like locks, badges, barriers, and CCTV cameras to control who can enter critical infrastructure. Step 4 is plan how to recover back quickly after disruption. Build clear plans to bring both IT and OT systems back online after disruption. IT recovery, recover lost data using backups stored in the cloud like GCP and Azure. OT recovery, restore control system functionality often with manual on-site intervention and planned cold starts. Step 5. Develop an information system contingency planning. Formalize all previous steps into a comprehensive practical plan document. Include detailed incident response procedures for cyber attacks or natural disasters. Specify roles, responsibilities, and communication protocols for internal teams and external partners like law enforcement agencies or regulators. Step 6 is conduct testing, training, and exercises. Make regularly tests to identify gaps and ensure personnel are prepared. Like tabletop exercises, review the plan with key stakeholders, drills, everyday exercises, practice step-by-step actions to restore system after incident. Full-scale simulation, test end-to-end recovery including IT and OT systems. Practicing in a safe environment avoids risk to the real power grid. Step 7. Ensure plan maintenance. The contingency plan is a living document. Make it a habit to review and update it regularly to match with changes in technology, team members, and emerging threats. After every incident or exercise, take the time to create a lesson learned document. It's a valuable way to capture insights, highlight what worked, and identify what needs to be improved. Incorporate findings for continuous improvement and readiness. Key takeaways is holistic approach is integrate IT and OT into all planning stages. Grid stability first. Prioritize safety and stability in all energy system contingency plan. Continuous improvement. Regularly review, test, train, and update plans based on lesson learned. By using the NIST SP 834 framework as a guide, energy systems can create strong practical contingency plans that help ensure resilience and keep operations running smoothly, even during disruptions. So now we are turning to ISO 27032 for cybersecurity resilience in energy infrastructure. So what is ISO 27032? ISO 27032 is an international guideline that helps organizations strengthen their cybersecurity readiness by offering practical advice on how to protect against online threat. It complements existing standards like ISO 27001, focuses on the protection of critical systems. So why ISO 27032 matters? Because of critical infrastructures, energy systems are vital national assets. Rising cyber threats, increasing risks from malware, ransomware, and insider attacks. Standardized framework, a clear need for a unified resilience approach. So key benefits of ISO 27032 for energy infrastructure. It helps in threat intelligence, enhances sharing of threat data, supply chain risk, better management of vendor risks, stronger planning for cyber incidents, and stakeholder collaboration, improves cooperation across all parties. So, enhancing resilience for energy infrastructure. Actively managing risks can reduce threats impact better, and reducing downtime for incidents minimizes disruption and impact of incidents. Spot threat faster and deal with them swiftly to keep the system safe. Building trust make sure reliable energy services. So conclusion of ISO 27032 is a roadmap to stronger, smarter, and safer energy infrastructure. So configuring multi-cloud and open source tools for incident response. We'll explore practical strategies for combining with open source tools to create a strong, flexible incident response framework. The focus is on real-world configurations that can help boost organizations' resilience against today's evolving cyber threats. So key components of a remote incident response stack. GCP Cloud Storage. GCP offers highly durable and scalable object storage, making it a great choice for securely backing up critical data in an immutable way. By enabling versioning and setting up lifecycle policies, you can manage recovery points effectively and reduce the risk of data loss during an incident. Azure Backup. Use Azure's built-in backups, automate snapshots, and protect VMs and databases. Cross region adds extra resilience for better uptime and continuity. Suricata IDS and IPS. Deploy Suricata is an open source IDS and IPS to monitor network traffic in real time with custom rules and community threat intel. You can spot unusual activity and threats early. Seamless integration. Orchestrate alerts and data between Suricata and your cloud platforms for better visibility. Centralize logs in a SIEM to spot threats, automate responses, and give analysts a clear unified view. Achieving superior incident response, resilient, multi-layered defense with proactive direction and rapid recovery. Enhanced security posture, blending cloud services with open source tools builds a stronger security setup. This mix helps avoid single points of failure and improves threat visibility across your hybrid environment. Operational efficiency. Automated backups, smart threat detection, and centralized monitoring work together to simplify incident response. By quick spotting and containing threats, they help reduce the impact and speed up recovery, which boosts overall resilience. So this is a strategic approach that equips your security teams to respond confidently to safeguarding critical assets and keeping your business running smoothly. This was the conclusion. Thank you.
Okay, this is level 3 exam. You may stop the screen sharing, please, if you can.
Uh,
I can do it myself over. Don't worry. Hold on. Okay. When did you started the course?
It's like I took for 1 month, I took 1 month subscription. Then after 2 or 3 months, again I took the whole uh, 1 year subscription.
No, no, when I'm asking you the date, the time.
It's like
Was it
in March.
last year March, right?
No, this year.
This year March. Okay. You need to work on building up your communication skills. This is very important. Okay, you need to take more and more English classes because it is going to become mandatory for everyone to score at least 6 bands to get the diploma in the coming time, right? So those times are coming up. So you need to pass the English exam. Uh, you were, this is my feedback. The exam was, I mean, the presentation was okay, was good, was created in a neat fashion, but you need to add more to it. Like, how should I say this? If you're going for an interview, right?
Yeah,
And we prepare people for the job market, not for just giving them a certificate, no, or diploma that they can get, but like it's for basically making sure that they are able to acquire a qualification that represents us when you go and work somewhere, right?
yeah,
So you need to uh, essentially work on all of these aspects. Okay.
sure.
All right, so let's jump into the Q&A session. Let's jump into the Q&A part. All right. So, what are the 7 steps? And you may refer your presentation if you want. What are the 7 steps of NIST SP Special Publication 834 Contingency Planning Lifecycle?
The 7 steps are: first step is policy statement. We need to define commitment to contingency planning, like all the all the company's assets in a policy statement. The second step is business impact analysis. We need to identify mission essential functions and all the comprehensive functions that are necessary and make impacts in a company. Then the third step is preventive controls. Implement measures to reduce disruption likelihood, like if we are implement preventive controls like firewalls and many other things. The fourth step is recovery strategies. Develop plans for system restoration. If our system is compromised, we need to develop plans for that. The fifth step is contingency plan. Formalize procedures into a comprehensive document. All the procedures that you are going to do after disruption or before disruption, we need to document that. Then we need to test and train the. First, we need to test that all the plans that we have made are working correctly and train all the people in a company. Then the plan we have made, the plan we have document, then we need to regularly review and update the plan according to technology and team members.
Very good, very good. So, this is how you have to answer the question. Very good, mashallah. You got the full marks, right? But you have to say it starts with a policy statement, and then you have to say business impact analysis. Then we go for preventive controls, recovery strategies, information system contingency plan development, testing, training, and exercise, and then going to plan maintenance, and then the cycle starts back again, right?
Yeah,
So that's how you have to go for it, right?
yeah.
It's good, mashallah. Okay. Uh, in the business impact analysis BIA for energy systems, what are the RTO and RPO? Why are they important? I mean, why?
Because the maximum downtime our company can bear for that is too much important. If like a cyber attacks happen and the maximum downtime for us is 1 day or a week, anything like that. So if it crosses that, our business can fail, our business can collapse. It's too much important. that how much our business can con
Oh,
when
energy systems.
for energy systems also is too much important,
Why? Why is it important? What do you mean by it?
because if it crosses the limits of downtime, then our business can collapse and it can fail.
So you are living in Karachi, right?
Yeah,
What is the landscape of the energy systems over here? The energy grid. What is happening on that front? Like, do you experience continuous load shedding?
yeah, yeah.
What is the lesson that the energy grid should learn from what you have been taught? If you go there for an interview, what would you tell them?
That
So
I
imagine
can.
imagine I'm Karachi Electric, KESC, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You are here for an interview of disaster recovery analyst, right? How would you
so
explain to them, like, why recovery time objective and recovery point objective is important?
I'll make a document according to a policy like NIST SP 834, and I will define all the steps like first of all the 7 steps. I'll define all that if something happens and like that. I'll go to a policy.
Okay, who are impacted when there is a recovery time objective is too much? Who is impacted when the energy system goes down,
Everything businesses and the customers and company itself.
right?
Yeah,
So, how old are you?
I'm 17.
17, mashallah, right? There's a 16-year-old kid who completed his O level and he completed his level 4 and then level 5, level 6 qualification. He's going to South Bank, mashallah, to do his MSc in applied artificial intelligence. Very sharp kid. Sayyid Ababur Rahman, right?
Yeah,
You might know him.
yeah, yeah,
So imagine a 17-year-old kid goes there and tells them these are the best, you know, because we always fascinate what happens in the West, why there is no, load shedding. I've been living in the West for
yeah.
25 years, right? I went there when I was 20 myself, right? Now I'm
Oh,
45. So I've been here for 25 years. In 25 years, I have not experienced a single load shedding. There's no load shedding. So you are 17. How many times have you experienced a load shedding every month?
it's every day.
Right? See, this is the problem. So the problem is corruption. The problem is all of those things, right? So when you go back and look at the standards, the difference between the Western countries and the Eastern countries is they follow the standards.
Yeah,
These standards were, you know, there was a time that the Muslim empires were, leading by example. No wars, no killing, this and that. And for thousands of years, more than 1,000 years, like, the Ottoman Empire was there, right? The Ottoman Khilafah, right? Prior to that, lots of Muslim rulers were there. Then the Western civilization came over. They whitewashed everything, right? And they took over and they took the standards that the Christianity used to say that this is witchcraft, science. There was a time Christians used to say science is nothing but witchcraft, right? So they used to burn people alive. लोगों को जिंदा जला देते थे अगर कोई साइंस की बात करता था. इस्लाम में तो सब साइंस की बात करते हैं, right? So the problem we have now is we don't have people who have you, a 17-year-old, kid who has experienced load shedding every day, knows how this can be taken care of by creating processes. Policy statement starts with the top. Business impact analysis. What impacts, what do we have to take care? How? What do we need? Preventive controls. How can we prevent this from happening? Recovery strategies. If anything happens, how can we recover? Information system contingency plan development. We develop a plan, we follow it. Testing, training, and exercises, and then plan maintenance. That's how we manage basically, a country. That's how we manage an organization. Obviously, you have to do more steps when you're managing a country, but you get the gist of it, right? Good job. Okay. So, which open source tool mentioned in the presentation is used for IDS IPS? It's a level 3 exam. I can't go deeper.
It's Surikata.
Have you installed Surikata?
Not yet. I'm just following the labs.
In the labs, there are so many labs that covers each and every aspects of the open source tools world out there. It covers
Yeah.
everything. So there's a lot of labs on Surikata, inline, passive IDS, IPS monitoring, inline monitoring, deep packet inspection. There's a lot of, because I created them. Go and do that, inshallah. Okay. So no matter if you know how to use open source, a proprietary or any other thing, it works in the same way. Okay. Good job. What is the significance of including OT, ICS, operational technology, industrial control systems, as we call them, right, in contingency planning? Why? Why should we add them?
It's too much necessary because they are the national assets. If it goes down, then if we have a electric electric department like K Electric, it's also too much important for that.
So Karachi,
Yeah.
Karachi is the city, right? If I go here, Karachi,
Yeah.
and versus all other cities of Pakistan, right? Who pays the most tax, right? So if we look into that, Pakistan, Karachi alone generates 80% of the taxation of Pakistan. 80%. How much?
80%.
It's not me, it's the Pakistan Institute of Development Economics, PIDE, right? They are saying that. It's not me. They're saying FBR has recently published, right? I'm going to show it to you. See this? So they're saying this is from 2020, right? So FBR has recently published major cities paying income tax. See, Pakistan, Karachi, this the tax directory shows, and this is 2018. We are in 2025. If you look into that, it's still higher. I mean, no country can beat that, right? So the rest of Pakistan and this alone, on this amount, the largest part, 86%, was collected from the markets of three cities, Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, 86%. And out of that, 43% comes from where? Karachi. So you can see income tax paid, income tax major cities of Pakistan, income tax market, right? So it's a huge, huge area, right? So imagine if the electric powered grid goes down, every industry, every person will be impacted. Hospitals, consumers, businesses, right? It's to run a country, you need sincere people. To run a company, you need sincere employees, right? Who are committed with the cause of making the country stronger, making sure everything is running, right? When you go to a company, you have to ensure that you provide them the right information, right? From the NIST 834 and say, this is the 834, 27,032 and 22301. There are different standards that we can employ to ensure that we have adequate recovery strategies and our businesses can continue. Remember that. This is very important because these are the questions you will go through in your labs, in Al Razak labs, okay? Imagine what can we achieve if we fix that. But can we fix it? Yes. Do we want to fix it? No. That's the problem. Until we have the right people, nothing will change. All right. Gloves are off. Power play is over. Now the fielders are spreading. So you can't do any more fours and sixes anymore, right? So it's going to be, let's see, you might be able to do it. right? Okay, compare how 27,032 complements 27,001 in energy systems. What is the difference?
In energy systems.
What is the difference
Act
between 27,001, 27,032? What is the difference?
27,032 mainly focuses on cyber attacks and cyber incidents, while 27,001 focuses on all the areas.
If you answer this question, you get the job. If you apply as a GRC consultant, Alhamdulillah, at 17 years of age, you got the G. Do you know this? That's the mentality you need to have. MashaAllah, you know. If you go to KESC or any other bigger company and ask the same question from their cybersecurity department, they will say, huh? What? I don't know. What are you talking about? Why are you throwing out these 27,032, 27,001 number? Why are you so fascinated with 27,000 numbers, right? This will be their answer. Right? I'm just joking, but this is the reality. Yes, so 27,001 provides a general information security management system, ISMS. 27,032 focuses on cyber resilience, right? Which is threat intelligence, collaboration, filling the gaps that 27,001 doesn't have it, right? And especially in the interconnected critical infrastructure. So in the Al Razak program, there are so many of these labs where you have to write a policy statement, do a gap analysis, implement the controls of all the 27,001 catalog, all the 27,000. In a 27,000 series is a series of standards. I don't know if you have seen it. There is a website. I have to see 27,000 series standard, right? There's a very good website. It talks about all the 27,001 standards. I have to see, where is it? It's a very good website. I always tell my students to go and, review that, right? Family. May be able to see it. I don't know. I'm trying to see. So when you are done with the exam, go and check that out because it talks about all the standards, all the standards. This might be this one. No, not this one. It's I think the guy is not doing his search engine optimization. That's why his website is not on the top. But it's a very, very good website. So even if I check here, right, and I see here, how are you feeling? Feeling okay?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So say yes, don't say yeah. Okay. Okay. Say yes. Yes, I am. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the standard, right? It has multiple parts and whatnot. I was trying to find that ISO 27000 series standards family. I trying to find that there was a very good website. I can't remember. It covers all the standards, ISO family. Let me see if I can, ask GPT to tell me all the things, right? List all of them. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get that. Yes, okay. So these are all the standards you can think of, all the standards, right? You see this? So overview, vocabulary, code of practice, measurement, this and that, then sector specific. This is ISMS guidelines, auditors guidelines, 27,009, 13, 14, 17. This is for financial services, security controls for cloud services, PII, energy utilities, 2019. Then 21, 30, 31, 32, 33. These are all the series, right? And 37. And then 38. And then the list goes on, right? There are labs covering all of these standards. Of course, in 2000, in the level 3, you will only get some. In
Yeah.
level 4, they will get more. Level 5, they will get more. Level 6, they will get everything. Right? So what you have paid for is what you will get. But that will be sufficient for you to go through all the things, inshallah. Okay. Let's jump in and move forward. So, case study, let's discuss. This is very important. A ransomware attack disrupts the SCADA systems, right? Which controls the power distribution of Karachi, right? You're living in Gulshan or wherever, right? And that power grid was impacted by a ransomware. Using the NIST 834 life cycle, you went with me. The first question was about the life cycle, right? I was asking you, explain to me the life cycle. Outline the first three steps the organization should follow. The first three steps.
First three.
Go back to the
The
standard. First three steps.
the plan we have made, the plan we have made to recover after disruption, we'll follow that plan.
So yes, so policy statement, invoke formal contingency plan, policies for ransomware incidents. The plan, the policy has it, right?
Yeah.
Then what happens in
Continue.
number two? What happens in number two?
Then validate plan effectiveness and that plan worked or not.
No. Identify the impacts of the SCADA systems, grade stability, safety. Okay, what is number three?
I didn't get your question.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So the question was, if there is a ransomware attack on your local power grid, which distributes power, using the NIST 834, what three steps you will invoke, right? So the first one is policy statement. The policy will define how to invoke the formal contingency planning policies for ransomware. The second is identify the impacts of the SCADA. Where are the impact? What do we have to do? Grid stability, safety, all of those things. And then preventive controls. Apply network segmentation, block malicious traffic, isolate compromised SCADA nodes, all of these things, right? That's what you have to do. Okay. Uh, let's talk about more. So, what unique challenges arises when applying cloud native incident response in hybrid IT/OT energy systems? What do you see in a hybrid one?
From premises to cloud.
Yeah, from premises to cloud. Yes.
Transferring of data is much like when we transfer data, there is that data can be breached. So we need to transfer data in a way that it doesn't breach. It's a crucial step of transferring data to cloud.
Okay. Uh, if you are a cloud security engineer for a power utility like KSC, how would you justify the integration of Azure backup with Suricata in your incident response design? How would you do that? How would you convince them that we should do it?
I would convince that there is first of all cost management. Cost will be reduced and uh, like cost will be reduced and much on cloud. It's easier to deploy and do the things and on it's easier on cloud and there is uh, less the possibility of disruption uh, than on premises.
I mean, you could have said Azure Backup ensures rapid restoration of VM databases after a cyber incident, while Suricata provides proactive detection. Together, they provide both resilience recovery and protection detection, which aligns with the NIST contingency planning and ISO cyber resilience objectives. That's how you have to answer the question. Okay. All right. So, last question. We are done. So, okay. You are being interviewed for a role in cybersecurity incident analyst, right? At a power grid company. The panel asks, there's a panel of people, they're asking questions, right? One of them asks, how would you prove to auditors that your incident response plan meets both NIST 834 and ISO 27032 requirements? How would you ensure them? How would you show it to the auditors? This is our plan. NIST SP 834, 27032 in cyber resilience, and they meet the incident response requirements during the audit. How would you ensure that?
First of all, I'll uh, deploy all the standards correct in a way that it shows that it's being deployed. Regularly reviewing and training the people, uh, uh, regularly reviewing and updating the plan and training the people, and doing developing plans for system restoration.
Is that your answer? So when you're going through the audit, again, you have to do the labs. The labs will make you better in terms of how to answer this question, right? Because the labs cover all the aspects, all the key parts. So when you're going through the audit, you have to provide documentation. So provide documentation mapping each NIST steps to ISO controls. Include training logs, incident simulations, demonstrate evidence of stakeholder collaboration, vendor contracts, regular monitor communication protocols, lunch and learn sessions, audits, evidence, all of these things needs to be provided. That is how you satisfy the auditors. Okay? Remember this. This is an interview question when you go for the GRC consultant role. Okay? I will give you half a marks for that because the answer needs to be elaborate. Okay? All right, Bismillah. So your exam is over. I'm going to wrap up the results. So give me a few minutes, inshallah. Okay? All right, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In your presentation, you secured 19.5, which is, 19.5 out of 25, right? Okay. In your Q&A, you secured 20 out of 25. Okay. So the total is 19.5 plus 20. This comes out to be 79%. Okay. So in the presentation, you secured 19.5 divided by 25, you secured 78%. In the Q&A, you secured basically 80%, right? Final score is 79, mashallah. You have passed your exam. Okay. All right. So this is my recommendation for you. You just completed your metric exam, right?
Yeah.
And you're 17 years of age.
Yeah.
Right? DCCS khatam kar liya. They are done. I'm going to talk to you in your own language so that you can understand better, inshallah. Okay. देखो मोहम्मद हुदैफा, तुम यंग हो, तुम्हारे पास बहुत टाइम है। अभी तुम 17 साल के हो। 16 साल का बच्चा जो 17 साल का भी होने वाला है, वो मास्टर्स करने जा रहा है। ठीक है। अभी हमने कंपनी में जो हमारी पॉलिसी, डू यू नो द पॉलिसी कि अगर बहुत अच्छा स्कोर्स आए, 90 प्लस में स्कोर्स आए, तो यू कैन गेट द फाइनेंशियल स्कॉलरशिप फ्रॉम अस,
Yeah.
राइट? बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स वगैरह सब तो हमने उसको प्रोवाइड किए। अभी एक स्टूडेंट जा रहा है। आई डोंट नो योर फाइनेंशियल हालात, इट माइट बी एट अ लेवल की तुम्हें ज़रूरत नहीं है, राइट? बट दिस इज माई रिकमेंडेशन फॉर यू, कंटिन्यू योर स्टडीज until you do your AI ops with some specialization. ठीक है?
Sure.
And look for complete the labs. अभी तुम्हारा पोर्टल में तुमने मार्च में शुरू किया था, राइट?
Yeah.
इस साल मार्च,
Yeah.
मार्च, अप्रैल, मई, जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर. So within 6-7 months you were ready. राइट?
Yeah.
ठीक है ना, 6 months में तुमने खत्म कर लिया. DCCS is easy. DCCS is changing, by the way. It's getting very, very tough. There are new courses coming in. The name is changing as well, right? So that's a separate one. What I'm telling you is कि तुम्हारे पास सारी opportunities हैं. Go and complete the labs. DCCS की सारी labs को खत्म करो. If you complete the labs, you will be at a much better scale, inshallah, and you should be able to secure employment as well. अभी jobs के
Sure.
लिए apply करना शुरू किया है नहीं?
लिंक्डइन की प्रोफाइल बनाई.
Optimize करो उसको. If you want to work, inshallah, you can complete the Red Hat labs and the other labs available to you. That will enable you, inshallah, to secure administration work, GRC consultant, and stuff like that. Right? But at the same time, you need to study. You're too young right now. Right? अभी तुम और भी अगर तुम DCCS 6 महीने में खत्म कर सकते हो तो तुम AI साल में खत्म कर सकते हो. राइट? कर सकते हो ना फिर?
जी जी.
इंशाल्लाह. Inshallah. May Allah give you more success. Do you have any questions for me?
नो.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Make dua for me and my family. Allahumma inni as'aluka shahadatan fil masjid nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jazakallah khair for your time. May Allah give you more success. Continue doing the labs. Get your resume, inshallah, and start applying for jobs, inshallah. ठीक है?
श्योर.
And keep on studying further as well. ठीक है? Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.